Well, Doris, we're expecting most of the action to come out of the backcourt of this game.
No, exactly, B.A. Both teams are led by their terrific guard play. The outcome of this game likely hinges on the respective performances of those two positions.
Let's take a look at our starters for Atlanta. Young run. Point with Murray at the 2. Hunter is the 3 with Collins at the 4. And it's Capella in at the 5, roaming the paint. Young misses. Here's Edwards. Gobert with a screen on Murray. Here's Edwards. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. That one on Murray.
Well, one thing you learn about Anthony Edwards, he does not lack for confidence. He wants to become the best to ever do it, and he believes he can.
And you see the ambition for greatness in Edwards. But, Grant, is he willing to do the work?
Well, B.A., think about this. He's a quick study. He listens to his coaches with curiosity, and he's driven to achieve the goals they set for him. Yeah, I think he can.
And stolen by Edwards. Pass to Towns. Now Conley. 6 to shoot. Uses the glass on the layup.
Well, if you give Mike Conley any kind of position on the interior, he is just crafty enough to finish it.
Outside Young. Sinks the tray.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Here's Gobert. Excellent D there from Capella.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights, that bucket is automatic.
Collins passes to Murray. The Hawks need to get one up here. It's blocked by Gobert.
Rudy Gobert, a consistent force on the defensive end, does a nice job sending that one back.
Here's Conley with the drive. And Gobert with the basket on the assist by Conley.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Now here's Capella. And he battles for the ball, gets his second chance bucket.
Refusing to give up on the glass, Capella truly works for his rebounds.
Outside Conley. Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. That one falls. Conley's gotten his second bucket of the game.
And despite the size mismatch, getting a little aggressive down there in the paint.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
Now here's Murray. Screen by Capella. Murray drives in. And it's Gobert with a rebound.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
McDaniels against Young. McDaniels passes to Edwards. Hits a three-pointer. Edwards got 5 now.
Edwards, such an explosive scorer. You don't want to concede that three-point shot. Boy, that's going to make him feel good.
Here's Young. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot and will go to the line.
You know, last year was all about forward progress for the Timberwolves, recording their second winning season since 2005, getting on track for future success.
Now here's Edwards. 5 points in the game. Inside. Pulls it. Pass to Conley. Towns, a screen on Young. Here's Towns. Lets it go from deep. Doesn't go, and he's 0 for 1 from the floor.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
So what do you think the keys are that can help Minnesota continue to grow over last year?
Well, you know, there's always room for guys to improve their game, but I think it's really the intangibles, building trust amongst players and becoming a more mature team.
Now here's Edwards. Going in. Oh, wow!
Oh, Anthony Edwards thinks this game is a dunk contest. Go ahead, young sir. What a finish.
And Young draws the double. Outside Hunter. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
Gobert with a screen on Hunter. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Well, in pick and roll action, Anthony Edwards is thinking score first. Good decision right there.
Conley against Young. To the paint. Now here's Capella. Collins outside. Drives to the hoop. He hits it just before the shot clock expires. Collins has got 5 now.
Yeah, that's a good look for Collins. I like the offensive approach right there.
Pass to Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
He throws it down with 2 hands. You know he won't mess that up.
Not this guy. He is a big-time finisher. Capella, screen on Conley. Anthony Edwards has been on display for the Minnesota Timberwolves. 11 points in the quarter. He's on fire. We'll be right back. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in the second quarter. All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for the Timberwolves?
Well, we've seen them take advantage of the lanes given to them so far. The defense isn't plugging it up, and it's being exploited.
And the other thing I love, how they're making the extra pass. They're not settling for the first shot. They're going from good to great.
Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the 1. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the T-Wolves. And here's Edwards outside. The kick out to Conley. Towns, a screen on Young. And Edwards, here we go. And Edwards slams it in.
I think his teammates understand that Anthony Edwards has every aspect of his offensive game working, so let's make sure he's got the basketball. Even on the years he's not winning Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert finds a way to finish in the top 3. This is one of the most consistent, elite defenders in the game.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
It's Edwards with a drive. Towns finds Conley. Hey, rejected by Capella.
Yeah, great timing on the denial by Capella. Able to get a piece of the ball on that one.
Quarter number 2, with just over a minute of play. The Hawks trailing. Endorsed with Gobert, it still feels like he doesn't get the credit he deserves.
And BA, at this point, I find that inexcusable. You just watch the game and understand the metrics to see the massive impact that Rudy Gobert has on winning. It is not only on the defensive end either.
The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. Outside Edwards from deep. That one's good. And it's Conley who picks up the assist. Conley's got 3 assists in the game, and the Hawks shooting has been good. 54% in this one. There's Young with the 3. Buries it from 3. Young's got 9.
How's that for revenge? You know Young is looking to come right back with a triple of his own.
Conley passes to Gobert. It doesn't go for him. And it'll be the Hawks taking it the other way. Young with it. He's picked up by Conley. Back to Young. Down low. Murray. And it's Murray finishing it off.
And this is how unselfish Young is. When he sees an open teammate, he gets them the rock.
Conley against Young. Pass to Gobert. It's Edwards on the wing. Here's Towns. 4 on the clock. That shot is off. Excellent D there from Capella. Collins with a screen on McDaniels. Murray, no good. The Timberwolves have gone 3 for 7 here in the second quarter. Gobert with a screen on Collins. Pass to Towns. Gobert with it. Guarded by Young. The offensive rebound. The kick out to Edwards. Back to Gobert. Shoots over Capella. Tries again. Gobert, no good. Atlanta has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Young against Conley. Screen by Capella. Murray, no good.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in most possessions.
Edwards against Young to win the drought. Hey, rejected by Capella. And the ball out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards. .107 left in the second quarter. And here's Young. 9 points in the game. And he lobs it up top. And then it's Collins with the dunk.
Throw it anywhere near Collins, he'll take care of the rest, putting his athleticism and length to perfect use.
McDaniels against Murray. And it's McDaniels off the drive.
Did you see that? Look at the elevation on that dunk, B.A.
Man, he just cocked it back and fired it down with one hand. Capella, screen on Edwards. Murray for 3. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Here's Edwards. Gobert, he's open. And Minnesota again with a bucket.
Boy, you love to see Rudy Gobert expand that face-up game. Nice touch there in the mid-range.
Collins outside. To the middle. Here's Capella. Good D by Gobert.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. All right, Allie, thanks for that.
28, the Hawks, 24.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. And you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
Slicing up the defense, living in the lane. Terrific first half for him.
His penetration was a real problem for them. And then, of course, the monster finishes at the cup.
Now a timeout called by Atlanta. Nowadays, switchable defenders are in demand, but we see smaller guards like Chris Paul, Kyle Lowry, Fred VanVleet, Doris. These are very capable defenders.
They are, B.A. They also happen to be very prideful competitors. So undersized guards take offense when you try to post them up. And the players you just mentioned, IQ, toughness, and heart, they all enter the equation.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder. Johnson is out there with Onyeka Okongwu. Then there's Griffin. Then there's Saddiq Bey. And it's Bogdanovich in at the point. Bey passes to Johnson. Not going to go that time. Nice D from Reed. Minnesota in the lead. Here's Prince. Pass to Alexander Walker. There's the drive. Oh, and he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
When you watch Taurean Prince play, you know it's about team. This guy finds the open man and loves delivering it.
Outside Bogdanovich. To the inside. Here's Johnson. Nice D from Anderson. Minnesota shooting it with confidence. 54% so far. Pass to Noel. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
And he knocks down the first one. And he makes both free throws. And Atlanta shooting at a decent clip, 45% for the game. Bogdanovich from long range. And the three-pointer goes. Bogdanovich has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. Here's Noel. Inside. Here's Anderson. And good. Off the lead pass that time. And the Timberwolves lead by 7.
Well, this is the kind of pass that gets everyone excited. It's also how you build great team chemistry.
Picked up by Okongwu. Bogdanovich from long range. On target from range. Bogdanovich has got 6 points.
And this is why Bogdanovich is a vital cog in this offense. It's his ability to stretch the floor like that.
Here's Noel. Rejected by Okongwu. Anderson against Bogdanovich. To the middle. Oh, deflected. Here's Noel. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Here's Prince. Off target with the three. Atlanta's gone 2 for 2 from deep here in the third. Launches a three. And the Hawks with another three.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Here's Prince. Ooh, once again, off the mark by Minnesota. The Hawks have gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. Pass to Bogdanovich. There's the screen by Johnson for the lead. And it's Bogdanovich that time on the assist from Bey. Bogdanovich has got 12 now in this quarter. And the Timberwolves call time here. And it's a completely new group for the Timberwolves. Here's Conley and Saddiq Bey, a 3-and-D wing. And he has the strength to play up at the power forward spot, Greg.
You know, B.A., that power forward spot might be his best position. Not the quick twitch type of athlete, but great physicality for a perimeter player.
Rejected by Okongwu. And they get it back. 3 on the clock. McDaniels. Oh, no good again that time. The Hawks leading. Oh, what a performance offensively.
They're really rolling at that end. Excellent game.
Well, what he lacks in size for a typical center, he makes up for with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate.
56 seconds left in the third quarter. Edwards, the pass to Gobert. Atlanta with the rebound. 2-for-1 opportunity here.
Hey, if I'm in their shoes, I'd go for it.
Bogdanovich against Conley. Pass to Okongwu. Towns with the ball. Boy, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Edwards against Griffin. Gobert passes to Towns. McDaniels from long range. Knocks it down from distance.
Carl Anthony Towns, as a big man, is a tremendously solid passer, willing to move the basketball.
Down low. Now Edwards. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
Boy, in a tight...
It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. Timberwolves ahead, up 1. And don't go away. We'll be back in a few moments. It'll be the 4th quarter of basketball coming up next. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
We've reached the 4th quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the point. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Just 5 on the clock. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Gobert no good. Collins with it, and it's Gobert picking him up. Conley against Young. Collins with a screen on Conley. Young misses.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot, but better luck next time, maybe.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
Back to Edwards. Gobert with a screen on Young. And there's the lob. Gobert no good.
Well, he saw the play coming together, but the timing was just a little off.
It was a really good thought for sure, but the lob has got to be better than that.
Man, you love how Collins has developed his game offensively. More moves inside, more range, and more confidence.
Counted. Edwards has got 20.
Zero rim protection. Unforgivable in a tight ball game like this.
You know, we've talked about execution offensively coming down the stretch. To me, it's as important defensively, and they didn't have it.
Shoots. Back to Young. Pass to Murray. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Conley against Young. Right side Conley. Edwards with it. To the paint. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Well, on-shell display by Anthony Edwards' teammate is wide open. He puts it right where it needs to be.
Capella, screen on Conley. And now we've got an intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
And the Hawks making a change here. Bogdanovich is checked in. Now here's Young. Down low. Capella can't get it to go. For Minnesota, they've gotten half of their attempts to fall in the 4th. 2 for 4 now. Young against Conley. To the wing on the left. Outside Edwards. Towns on a screen. The rebound by the Hawks.
Wow, he doesn't miss many of those. He's such a strong finisher and tight.
And Gobert with a block. And so it looks like the Hawks will retain possession here. And you got to be in awe of incredible defensive efforts like this.
Yeah, just some terrific effort there. And you know the whole team will get an energy boost off a block like that one.
To the inside. Here's Collins. And Collins with the slam.
And the confidence Collins has is impressive. Doesn't feel any pressure taking these big shots.
Towns a screen on Hunter. Here's Edwards. Pass to Gobert. Towns against Collins. Towns passes to Gobert. A minute 9 9 left in the fourth quarter. Oh, he got him with a pump fake, but he couldn't finish. Screen by Capella. To the middle. The kick out to Young. To take the lead, and he buries it.
Big time shot, sending his teammates into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together, everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
Here's McDaniels, and he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
And you have to try to make something happen. I mean, they have to be aggressive at this point, even if it's risking a foul.
And so he's good on both free throws, and that gives him a lead.
And just incredible confidence at the free throw line. That is how you win close games.
Young from long range, and stolen by Gobert. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Outside Conley. 17 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Back to Gobert. Capella with a rebound. Right side Young. Pass to Hunter. Here's Collins. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot attempt falls offline. So it's a narrow victory for the Timberwolves, pulling it out for the W. What a performance.
And the Trailblazers start out with the ball. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. At lead guard, it's Lillard with Simons by his side. Nurkic the pivot with Grant at the other post spot. And it's Thibault in at the 3 spot. You know, Greg Anthony, people talk about Jeremy Grant as a scorer. But what about his passing?
Significantly better moving the ball along. He's leaving no stone unturned as he looks to maximize his ability.
Now here's Lillard. The 6-footer's good.
No excuse giving Lillard that kind of positioning. That's just too easy.
Lillard against Conley. McDaniels passes to Towns. Screen by McDaniel. Oh, and he misses the dunk.
Oh, no excuse for a guy of his caliber. You've got to finish that slam. Got to be a little embarrassed by that one.
And that one's good. Thibault.
You know, this is why you run the offense through Damian Lillard. I mean, sure, he's going to get his, but he's also going to make sure others get theirs, too.
And Towns throws it down.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finish hard with 2 hands on that stuff.
Yeah, highly efficient. Nothing extra special there. Just effective. You got to have some guts and guile to take it to the bucket strong despite the big fella standing in the way.
Conley, the pass to Edwards. Back to Conley. The 3. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Capable of finding his open guys. Edwards getting better at improving his overall floor awareness. Nice to see.
Here's Lillard. Minnesota with the rebound.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
McDaniels kicks to Towns. And stolen by Thibault. Simons with the ball. Picked up by Edwards. 3-pointer, Lillard. And the Trailblazers, another 3.
Outstanding handles from the clever guard. Lillard crafty with it in his hand and can create for anybody.
Last season, Clark, the Timberwolves snapped a 3-year playoff drought.
An important milestone for this squad, Kevin. I mean, it shows they're ready to compete in the postseason. That's huge and speaks to just how far this team has come.
And Jeremy Grant picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
And, you know, for Edwards, it's about hitting the three consistently. This will help take his game to the next level.
Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. Nurkic, a screen on Gobert. Back to Nurkic.
2 minutes remaining.
Grant for three. Unable to get that one. And Minnesota will come the other way. Now, here's McDaniel. Defended by Thibault. And stolen by Lillard. To the inside. Thibault can't get it to go.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Towns against Grant. Edwards looking it over. Pass to Gobert. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And using his insane wingspan and athletic frame, Gobert can flat out dominate down low.
Now, here's Lillard. He has 5. It's stolen by Gobert. And Edwards with a clear path to the basket. And finished off by Edwards.
Watch out now. Look out below. Edwards rising to the rafters.
Nobody near Lillard. Good on the triple. Lillard's got 8 points.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Conley. 6 points for him. Here's Edwards driving the lane, and Edwards with the stop.
Boy, how about the strength of Edwards? Confident in taking on defenders and finishing.
Nurkic setting the pick for Lillard. Lets it go with the 3. Thibault finds Lillard. His 3-pointers off the mark. Timberwolves have gone 7 of 8 from the field to start the game. Very hot shooting. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
Well, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
Fires the 3. And so, lots of scoring in that competitive first quarter. The Timberwolves on top, up 2. And back with this. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Minnesota.
I like how they've worked the ball inside, getting looks closer in there, and that really helps your offense.
They've also displayed a real unselfishness as a team, moving the basketball well, sharing the rock, and giving everybody a chance to participate in the offense.
Here are the 5 Portland has to start the second quarter. At lead guard, it's Lillard with Simons by his side. Matisse Thybulle's out there with Cameron Reddish. And it's Eubanks in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
And you look at the loyalty Lillard has shown, stuck with the Blazers through thick and thin. It's why he is beloved in Portland.
Edwards, and it's sent back by Lillard. Simons from outside. Reddish's shot is good.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
And at some point, Greg, you wonder if Lillard is the greatest Blazer of all time.
Listen, he's in the conversation. You'd have to include Walden Drexler up there. But Lillard's resume in Portland has a strong argument.
Conley, the pass to Towns. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. And here's Lillard. He brings it up for Portland. And it's Simons missing for Minnesota. They've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Edwards, that's good.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Simons kicks to Lillard from the arc with the shot. Thibault, the pass to Reddish. Shot clock at 6. Here's Simon. Oh, that was a strong toe.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that
kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness.
I can't fault the guy for adding a little flavor to things. I'm fine. Even if he'd have missed it, I don't mind taking a chance to spruce it up a little bit.
Thibault finds Simons. Reddish with the screen for Simons. And it's McDaniels with the rebound.
Yeah, you won't see him miss many dunks unless you've got somebody right in his face, as was the case there on that possession.
Clark, when the casual fan looks at a stat sheet, turnovers sometimes go overlooked. They don't really grab your attention. But as a player, how conscious of turnovers were you?
Extremely conscious of it, Kevin, because you know possessions are valuable and you don't want to be limiting your team in possession. You don't want your teammates to be sloppy. You don't want to be sloppy. And most of the time you want to try to force your opponents into turnovers, not make them yourself.
GA, something that's kept Portland from getting over the hump is their defense.
Kevin, their defensive rating hasn't been pretty for several years. It's a point of emphasis for the Blazers going forward. Shore up the D and try and take that next step.
And it's a completely new lineup for Minnesota. Here's Alexander Walker.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Here's the three. Prince outside. Passes it to Reed. He's looking for Prince and finds him.
Prince can really elevate now. He plays much bigger than 6'7", and we just saw an example of that there.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland. A different look now for Portland. Here's Nurkic. He's checked in for Eubanks. Jeremy Grant comes in for Reddish. And it's Sharp in for Lillard. And he's going up for the alley-oop. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other.
And I tell you what, guys, that's a big play to make in a close game. Potential momentum builder there.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Here's Sharp, and then Sharp with the dunk.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
Here's Alexander Walker, covered by Simons. And the rebound by Nurkic. For Portland, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. Pass to Simons. Screened by Grant. Simons kicks to Thibault. Grant gets a wide open look. A three-pointer is right on target.
Well, I tell you, I like the fact that Grant is selective in the shots that he takes. He's looking for quality. If he senses the defense is playing off him, as the pass is coming to him, he's prepared. He's getting shot ready as the pass is in the air.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. We're seeing a tremendous game from Damian Lillard.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of it.
Anderson is out there with Naz Reid. Then it's Torian Prince. And it's Noel in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Alexander Walker off target at the rim.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
Timberwolves trail by 3. Greg, when you watch Anthony Simons play, you can see the burst he has on the ball.
And that goes for him attacking the rim and rising up for a shot. Impossible to stay in front of him with that quick first step. And with his skill and athleticism, boy, the sky's the limit.
Well, that's good work by Prince there, spotting the open man and then putting the ball on target on time right in the shooting pocket.
Minnesota's gone a terrific 5 of 6 from beyond the arc in this game. The pass to Alexander Walker. Pass to Reed, and out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
A new lineup here for the Timberwolves. And it's the Trailblazers with the ball. It's a 1-point game. Passes it to Simons. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Anthony Edwards.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
Lillard's checked in for Portland.
Already a very confident player. Knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
Lillard against Conley. He feeds it to Gobert. Out to Conley. Outside, Towns. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. And here's Edwards from the arc. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Yeah, you know, once Edwards flips that switch now, he stays fully engaged. His offensive arsenal is on full display.
Back to Simons. Pass to Nurkic. Grant kicks to Lillard. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down. Lillard's got 12.
What strength from Lillard. Just not allowing the defense to have the last word.
Outside, Edwards. Outside, Towns. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
And you look at the young talent the Blazers have, a nice young core group that can grow. Simons, the big name from that group.
Nurkic setting the pick for Lillard.
You know, guys, sometimes that just happens, but you don't like to see it when the game is this close.
And Portland making a change here. Sharp's checked in. The Timberwolves trail. And Simons and Little Greg, a pair of names Portland fans are definitely excited about.
And they've shown that they can be valuable players. Portland got a lot younger with the trades they made last year. Now they have to have that youth develop.
Outside, Edwards. Towns sets the pick for Edwards. Outside, Towns. Back to Edwards. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
A composed and cool effort from Edwards inside, not rushing himself or forcing a bad shot, taking what's available.
And it's Lillard missing.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
For 3, Edwards. They get it again. For the lead, Towns, the pass to Edwards. Towns sets the pick for Edwards. And Grant sends it back.
Well, he's an incredible athlete. You can just see that, using his vertical and his reach on the defensive end. Outstanding block.
Minnesota's gotten 2/3 of their 3-pointers to fall tonight. They're 6 of 9 overall. And stolen by Thibault. Lillard from outside. Knocks it loose. Grant surveying the D. Sharp the pass to Lillard. Shot clock at 5. Portland needs to get off a shot. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Now a timeout called by Portland.
Portland with the timeout.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over.
Trailblazers timeout.
How about the first avenue breakers? Give it up for them.
Timberwolves all timeout.
Minnesota calls timeout.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
Fans, give a round of applause for your Timberwolves dancers.
Timberwolves all timeout.
Show your spirit, fans. Loudest in the arena gets a free t-shirt.
Conley against Johnson. Conley kicks to Edwards. For the tie. Out to Conley for the lead. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Trailblazers lead by 2. From Target Center, back in a... Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Portland leading. And on the floor for Portland here in the fourth. Nurkic the pivot with Grant at the other post spot. Johnson is out there with Sharp. And it's Thibault in at the small forward position. It's tipped. Here's Sharp. And then Sharp with the dunk.
Oh, going high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam.
Boy, nice way to punctuate that possession.
Here's Edwards. Here's Gobert. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. And it's 6 points for Rudy Gobert.
And, you know, you give Edwards credit for making the right decision there, feeding his teammate. Smart, good basketball.
Nurkic just screen on Conley. To the wing right side. Grant for 3. Rebound, Minnesota. And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. Now, here's McDaniel. Covered by Johnson. And they take the lead. And the Timberwolves lead by 1.
If Towns gets a good look at the 3, you feel like it's going in.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. A different look now for Portland. Eubanks, he's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. And Fernie Simons comes in for Sharp. And Damian Lillard is subbed in for Johnson. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Chauncey Billups coaching up his team during that break. Not happy with the way this game is going. He said you're getting used out there on the perimeter. Inside the arc, we're doing some good things, but outside, we're a disaster. Tighten it up. Kevin, we'll see if they can close out on those shooters a little more effectively.
All right, thank you, David. Towns, a screen on Lillard. Conley kicks to Towns. Dishes it to Gobert. Nice move. And finished off by Gobert.
Cutting into that deficit now, well within striking distance.
Boy, time to tighten it up on defense. A stop here would be huge.
And it's Lillard missing.
And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide open look in space there.
Now Now Conley. Launches it. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
It's Conley's ability to hit the long ball that makes him such an asset. Stretches the floor and creates space.
Lillard with it. Now guarded by Towns. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Here's Conley, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Still a solid point guard in this league. When Conley is healthy, he makes a considerable impact on both ends.
And Conley drops them both.
This is what makes him special, his ability to come through in these spots.
Trailblazers trail by 5. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. To end the run, a rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got rebound number 5 here tonight. How about this run, Craig, they're on right now? Wow.
I mean, they're just getting to their spots and executing, really keeping things simple.
And finished off by McDaniel.
And, you know, Conley developed great vision in terms of the floor, and that allows him to spot an open teammate.
Lillard outside. From outside the arc. It's hauled in by Karl Anthony Towns. Towns has got his 5th rebound in this one. Simons against Edwards. It's up a 3. That shot off. Now Portland takes it the other way. Here's Simons. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Big time basket there on the inside. I mean, he had to get that one up and over the big guy.
Way up and over the big guy, and what a time in the ball game to make it happen.
The kick out to Towns. 6 to shoot. Shoots over Lillard. Second chance shot. Gobert finds Towns. Towns is doubled. Back to Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
Now, I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Proof positive that Lillard is worthy. That's talent you can build a franchise around.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
32 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And here is Conley. 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. To the paint. Just 5 on the clock. Edwards drawing the double team. McDaniels. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Lillard from outside. And so it's the Timberwolves who come out on top here. They didn't make it easy on themselves. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks.
And it'll be the Trailblazers off the tip. All right, let's check out the starting lineup for the Trailblazers. Grant and Nurkic, they're inside at the 4 and the 5. Lillard and Simons are the 1 and the 2. And it's Thibault in at the small forward position.
This Hawks offense can be explosive when they're hitting. They can hurt you from inside and out. They move the ball well, and they run well as a team.
Now here's Murray. Outside Young. Throws it up high. Just 2 to shoot. Off target from three-point range. And for the Hawks and their offense, they put up points and take care of the ball, Brent.
That's a pretty good recipe, B.A. This is a young team, but taking care of the ball and valuing possessions, that's hard to get through to young players. They've done a great job of that. So is their coaching staff. So this offense could be in a great situation for years to come.
Now here's Young for 3. Connects from downtown.
You hit a 3 on Young, you can expect him to come right back at you.
Young's gone 1 for 2 from deep. Here's Lillard driving inside, and the dunk by Lillard.
When you're trying to stop a guy like this, you have to match his intensity level.
Inside, and then it's Collins with the dunk.
Now that connection with Collins, that's an impressive play and very, very high percentage.
For 3, here's Lillard. Trailblazers keep it alive. Grant, the pass to Lillard. Second shot opportunity, and there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to go on DeAndre Hunter. And he drops the first.
You look at the resume of one Damian Lillard, and there's just no shortage of clutch moments and amazing individual performances in big playoff games.
And with Lillard, he has to be considered among the best point guards of this generation, Brent.
Well, he said some interesting things with regards to comparisons, B.A. There's only one player at his position that he can accept being ranked behind, and that's Steph Curry. We talk about 2 guys up in the stratosphere of where point guards of today's game are playing, and Dame is sitting on that cloud 9 with Steph.
Here's Lillard. The Hawks getting their last shot to go.
With the ball on the string, Lillard using that signature burst.
Outside Young. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. And the layup falls. Young's got 5 points.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Thibault with it, and it's Hunter picking him up. Back to Thibault. Out to Lillard. The 3 is up. 5 to shoot. His 4th make in 5 tries. Solid start for him.
His game starts with the 3. Lillard shooting opens up the rest of everything that he can do offensively.
Collins with a screen on Thibault. Young from long range. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Grant. Portland has gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. And it's Simons penetrating. Oh, man. Oh! And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Good job with Simons not hesitating. It just opened up for a split second. He was ready to fire.
Plenty of daylight on that shot. Give him 8.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Now here's Young. Give him 8 points now. 3-pointer off the mark. For 3, here's Lillard. Another basket. He's now 6 for 7 in the contest.
Exactly what every offense needs. Shooters who can force the defense to extend.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
Now here's Young. There's the triple. Young missing again.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
Back to Thibault. Out to Lillard. Simons outside. Here he goes. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
Young finds Capella. Kicks it out to Collins. Looking to end the run. And Young is good from 3. Young's got 11 points.
Defense is going to have to work overtime to get out to Trae Young in that kind of distance.
Timeout called, Portland. And the players take this opportunity to get some Gatorade. Getting some fluids in you is so important during these timeouts. Get fresh, keep those batteries charged.
Yeah, without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a ball game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have to be hydrated.
Well, we've seen some great shots in the first. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for the Trailblazers?
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep, and they have been thus far.
I love the passing that they displayed at the start of the game. Great ball movement that's opening up some chances without really getting deep into the execution.
Here are the 5. Portland has to start the second. Lillard and Simons are the 1 and the 2. Grant and Nurkic, they're inside at the 4 and the 5. And it's Thibault in at the 3. There's Young with the 3. Another 3 for Atlanta.
You can tell his hustle inspires the entire squad. He really gets everyone so amped up.
I mean, Trae Young, do you love the confidence? I mean, he is boiling over with it.
Here's Thibault. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Simons.
That's just poor communication between those two. The passer has to make sure his teammate is established, and the teammate has to know the pass is coming. See, that's communication.
Thibault against Young. Here's the 3. Pure from 3-point range. Young's got 8 points here in the quarter. And Young will challenge your defense from every distance, Brent.
Look, this guy, B.A., has unlimited range, has an elite floater game, and you bring in 2 guys defensively, and you'll find the option that's open.
And nobody putting out much of an effort to stop him.
Surprising in a close game, a lack of energy on defense.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
That's tipped. Pass to Grant. Out to Lillard from deep 3-point range. Sinks it. What range from downtown? Lillard's got 22.
And we know it. We've seen it. Lillard's range extends well beyond the 3-point line. Hard to keep a hand in his face from that far out.
Back to Young. Puts up a 3. And it's Young again missing.
Man, you get so caught up in the bravado of someone scoring on you and you wanting to even the score. Unfortunately, he couldn't answer back.
For 3, here's Lillard. Rebounded by the Hawks.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Hunter passes to Capella. Nice move, and he lays it up and in. Capella's gotten his second bucket.
I like it when Capella looks to score like this, especially when he's got that kind of positioning.
And it's Simons missing. Atlanta's gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the second.
All the rumors swirling about the Blazers and whether they trade Damian Lillard or not, but they decided to keep him in Portland, build around him, and try to make the most of this shining star's window.
Portland has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. And Lillard puts up a deep 3. That one is off. And Atlanta will come the other way. Outside Young. There's a minute 54 left in the second. And again, it's Atlanta. Right, and when the Blazers shook things up, many thought they'd do a full rebuild, Brent.
Yeah, but B.A., how do you get full value for a guy like Damian Lillard? I just don't think the return coming back would equate to that. So they've reworked the roster. We'll see if these guys can get back to postseason play and then rely on Dame time.
Free throw good. Lillard.
And Lillard loves the responsibility on a nightly basis as the leader of this team to get out there and set the tempo for what they're trying to do.
Collins with a screen on Thibault. Young can't hit.
The defense better tighten up on the mid-range there much tighter. You expect him to make every single one of those.
Nurkic finds Lillard. Nurkic, a screen on Young. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. Oh, he nails it. 10 for 14 after that one.
Nurkic getting more and more comfortable at finding the open men on this team.
Young against Thibault. Here's Capella. Down low. Young. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around. Young's got 12 now in this quarter. 51 seconds left in the second period. Lillard fires away from way outside. And Nurkic throws it down.
Such a big body down there. Nurkic battling.
Here's Young. 23 points in the game. Outside Murray. Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. They've led by as many as 11. Collins against Thibault. Here's Lillard. 19 seconds left in the second quarter. Grant the pass to Lillard. Lillard double team. And he gets the bucket. Lillard's got 30 points.
And this is one of those nights where you throw out the cliche. You can only hope to contain him. Lillard on one tonight.
And Collins with the slam.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does. And the Trailblazers call time here. Just a big-time effort for Damian Lillard, providing a lot of energy for the Portland Trailblazers. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. What a game we're seeing from Damian Lillard.
Through the first 2 quarters and change, his perimeter shooting continues to be spot on.
Yeah, you would hope the defense at least would start to consider creeping up on him just a little bit.
We've got a Kongwu. Johnson is out there with Sadiq Bey. Then there's Griffin, and it's Bogdanovich in at the point. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Quinn Snyder. Lillard fires away from way outside. The long distance 3 is buried. You know, Grant, sometimes with certain flagrant fouls, you'll hear people say it was a dirty play, but not a dirty player. But when does it become both?
Well, we all understand, B.A., dirty plays aren't good for the game, but sometimes a flagrant foul will happen. A lot of times, though, you have to factor in a pattern of behavior. I really believe players who have a history of being called for a lot of flagrant fouls plays a big role in how it's perceived.
And here's a Kongwu for 3. Bogdanovich against Lillard. And Bogdanovich is good for 3. Bogdanovich has gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
And Bogdanovich doing a great job of separating from the screen.
And the dunk by Lillard.
Come on now. This kind of powerful finish gets guys going.
Yeah, especially when it's coming from your point guard. What a flush.
Yeah, great read, calls his own number, and then sends it home.
Bogdanovich from long range. Oh, wow. Drew the contact, and that 3 almost went in. So he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Well, Bogdanovich being a little bit crafty there, knowing the defense was closing in on him, and drew the contact.
And he's good on the second.
When you think about careers and how they unfold, for this guy, Bogdanovich played in Serbia and Turkey for 5 years, leading up to getting over to the NBA. It's been pretty seamless.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Well, with foreign players like Bogdanovich, You often hear how much that international experience helped him prepare for the NBA, Brett.
And Bogdan, no exception to this, BA. And I think it has a lot to do with the physicality of European basketball. You hear it a lot from guys coming over, is that they can deal with the way the NBA is such a free-flowing offense. This kid is confident, unpredictable, and he stretches the floor.
Pass to Okongwu. Now here's Johnson. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call.
Ooh, talk about a way to deflate the team.
Yeah, he knows he shouldn't have made it, and that's just really overall a frustrating sequence that hopefully doesn't stick with him.
Here's Simons. Defended by...
Impressive! Wow! Well, all eyes on Lillard defensively, and that causes a big-time breakdown, and he's quick to take advantage.
Here's Okongwu outside Bogdanovic. Picked up by Okongwu to the paint. Oh, got a piece of it. Bay against Lillard. Oh, and the jam by Lillard.
Another reminder that Damian Lillard can be explosive, and we love it.
Bogdanovic on the wing, defended by Lillard. Here's Johnson. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
Bogdanovic against Reddish. Johnson passes to Griffin. Here's Bay. And a strong finish with two hands.
And rise up, Mr. Bay. That was ultra close range.
Well, Brent, Portland has made a name for itself as a perennial contender.
Well, the recent success started with Dame, with the exception of his rookie year. They've made the playoffs every year since, except last year when he was hurt. So Lillard has single-handedly changed Blazers basketball.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam.
Well, he can shoot the three, so defenses have to go out and overplay him, and that's what creates lanes for him to do stuff like that.
Bogdanovic passes to Johnson. The kick out to Griffin. Back to Johnson. To the inside. Okongwu inside. Eubanks is there. Bogdanovic from long range. Fires in the triple. Bogdanovic has got 9 points now in the quarter.
And Bogdanovic needs very little room. The defense better stay more attached.
Oh, excellent way to pad the lead.
Yeah, especially when it's your one throwing it down like that.
Oh, yeah, and his teammates love that one. I'm sure he's going to hear about it when he gets to the huddle.
Bogdanovic, and then Bogdanovic with the dunk.
A Serbian shooting guard showing that he has the ability to get up.
And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. Nails it from three. Lillard's got 49 in the game.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Bogdanovic against Lillard. There's a screen by Johnson. And there's the foul. It's on Anthony Simons. That's his first foul.
And yeah, he still was moving at the point of contact.
Bay outside. Pass to Johnson. Three-pointer. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. It may be difficult to overcome. Trailblazers out in front, leading by 10. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling here. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And on the floor for Portland here in the fourth. Lillard and Simons are the 1 and the 2. Matisse Thybulle out there with Cam Reddish. And it's Nurkic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Murray, no good. And there's the foul. It'll go on Matisse Thybulle. That's his first foul. Here's Young. Shot clock at 6. The 3. Here's Collins. And Collins with the slam.
Trae Young continuing to read and scan the floor, and that time finds an open teammate.
Hunter against Lillard. Into the lane. And the dunk by Lillard.
Come on now. This kind of powerful finish gets guys going.
Yeah, especially when it's coming from your point guard. What a flush.
Yeah, great read, calls his own number, and then sends it home.
And that one's good. Young.
Trae Young, one of those guys who you feel is capable of going off at any moment. One of the league's elite scorers.
And yes, another basket.
This game has his name written all over it.
He has been phenomenal. An offensive onslaught. Young against Thybulle. And he's going for the lob. And the slam dunk by Capella.
And what timing, Capella getting up there, capping that one off.
Lillard against Hunter. Here's Simons. And he slams it in one-handed.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Young, the pass to Collins. Back to Young. And there's the foul. It'll go on Matisse Thybulle. That'll be his second foul of the game. Two minutes gone by here in the fourth. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Trae Young. That's his first foul.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
Here's Lillard. He takes it in. Looking at players with limitless range, Grant. Damian Lillard right at the top of that list.
Oh, B.A. And Lillard, he can just make it look so easy. He gets a lot of his strength on his shot from his legs. On the short list for players you don't mind pulling up from the logo. He's making the most of every trip to the line, providing for his team.
Here's Young. Pass to Capella. And it's Capella with the jam.
And that's where you want to feed Clint Capella, deep down on the interior part of the paint. Let him power it through.
They've got numbers. There's Young with the 3. Gets the 3 to fall. Young's got 28.
They began the play with active defense, and they finished the play with active offense.
Well, a lot of times coaches will tell you that if you play great defense, you're going to get a reward. It's a good possession all the way around.
From the elbow, count it. Young's got 7 now in this quarter.
Ridiculous handles there. How effective is he at creating opportunities?
Lillard against Hunter. And there's Simons. That one's good. On the assist by Lillard. Lillard's got 6 assists now in the game. Outside Young. From the arc. Another 3 for Atlanta.
And his perimeter shooting might be the key to trimming their deficit.
Well, he's doing everything he can to make them competitive. And by everything, I mean draining threes.
So often we see guys fail to box out now, but he did a great job right there.
From behind the arc. Kept alive by Atlanta. It's stolen by Thybulle. Pass to Simons. And that one is stuffed right through.
So much fun to watch Simons get this kind of confidence. He's so speedy with the ball, creates off the dribble. This kid's impressive.
Collins with a screen on Thybulle to the middle. The kick out to Young. It's stolen by Thybulle. Oh, there's the alley. Hammers the lob through.
Both sides are simply waiting for the clock to make it official. This is going to end up in the books as a nice win for the Trailblazers.
Absolute fireworks display. High-scoring game. They were unstoppable, Grant.
Yeah, just relentless from start to finish. And the pace was furious. Ultimately, they wore out the other team.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Damian Lillard.
Just does a great job of looking for space and then finding it. That's taking advantage of what the defense is giving.
And Collins with the slam.
Keep seeing John Collins and his skill set rounding into form.
For three, here's Lillard. From deep. Again! What an avalanche!
Oh, make that 61 points.
Everything is going his way right now. Young, the pass to Capella. Over Nurkic. And Capella slams it down.
And Clint Capella having a little bit of fun out there with that dunk.
Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Reddish finds Lillard. Here's Simons. No good on the shot. Outside Young to the inside. And it's Capella with the jam.
Trae Young not afraid to make passes like that. Great vision.
And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
I love it. His love for the game couldn't be more obvious. It helps him make a positive impact out on the court. And it also keeps the bench fired up.
So it's the Trailblazers winning this one easily. It ends up being a fairly easy road win. All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
their athleticism. Some high flyers on the court tonight.
And, Kev, it's not just about the aerial skills, though. There are some guys out there who can flat out wear you down with their ability to run the floor.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Hiding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. And it's Conley in at the point. And so it's the Hawks hitting on the board first. Out to Edwards. Outside, Towns. And yes, it's good.
And this is what you like to see. Big Cat using that size to his advantage.
And so it's Young who brings it up for Atlanta. Capella sets a screen for Young. From outside, off the mark. And Hall of Famer David Aldridge spoke with Chris Finch. David?
Well, Kevin, he said for them to prevail, they've got to be stout in the post and close off those driving lanes. If they fail to do those two things, it could be a very long night. And to be honest, it didn't sound like he thought they could.
Thank you, David. Now Murray. After the missed three from Karl Anthony Towns.
Never one to shy away. Collins delivers as much contact as he receives.
And a big trade this last summer was Murray coming to the Hawks. Paid a hefty price, but Atlanta feels he and Trey make a great backcourt pair. Hard to think of a more deadly backcourt in the East.
Here's Young. Rudy Gobert picking up that last basket. Can't hit the turnaround jumper.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yes, let's look on the bright side. You got a great look. It's a play that you might want to go back to again.
Young outside. Capella with a screen on Conley. Young with no one around. And the three off target.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Gobert with a screen on Young. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. AGA, what about these Hawks? They can really be fun to watch.
Yeah, and they just need to be more consistent, Kevin. It seems they can beat anyone on any day. If they can start doing that regularly, we're talking about big things in the future.
Now here's Conley. He dishes it to Edwards. Lock at 6. For the three. And the three ball is good.
And this is big for Edwards' confidence, wanting to keep hitting from downtown and stretching that defense.
Here's Young to the middle. Here's Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Now here's Conley. There's the triple. Rebounded by Capella. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Capella sets a screen for Young. Pass to Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
The vision of Trae Young has on the floor is exceptional. He won't miss a guy who's that wide open.
No one near Conley as he lets it go. Buries the long-range jumper.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Young outside. Collins, a screen on Conley. Young, no good. Timberwolves leading by 3. 1:12 left here in the opening quarter. And Edwards with the stop.
And how about the athleticism from Edwards rocketing off the drive there for the slam.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. And so they foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Pass to Young. From downtown, sinks the triple.
When you have a slick ball handler like Trae Young, you can run pick and roll as much as you like.
Now here's McDaniel. He's covered by Murray. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Capella with a screen on Conley. Young for 3. Another 3 for Atlanta.
This is what Young is known for. A lights-out perimeter shooter with a lightning-quick release.
Here's Conley. The pass to Gobert. Shoots over Capella and stolen by Hunter.
Great defensive play from Hunter, reading the situation and coming up with that steal.
Here's Towns. And no good that time. And Young, here we go. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
And give him credit. Good awareness of the time remaining.
That Trae Young, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Atlanta Hawks. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. Back right after this. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
For me, they made a point to attack inside early in the game, and it's paid off for them. A lot of solid looks in the paint.
And I also like how they've trusted one another with the rock, creating shots by keeping the ball moving.
Murray is the shooting guard, Hunter the small forward. Collins and Capella man the post positions. And it's Young in at the 1. So that's the Hawks 5. Gobert, and that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Gobert's got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for the Timberwolves. And Smitty, we know at Clint Capella, one of his great skills is his pick and roll ability.
He is a great partner, Kevin, in the pick and roll set. Sets solid screens, draws help defenders, finishes strong. Guards love having Clint as the roller for them.
And it's Towns missing.
Even though he missed it, this is the exact play your offense is designed to produce.
Capella kicks to Young. Collins setting the pick for Young. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The Timberwolves trail. And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Conley against Young. This one for 3. 5 on the clock. Takes a shot at the elbow.
Always impressed with Capella's commitment level, especially at the defensive end.
Capella with a screen on Conley. Young pass to Capella. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Capella's got the lead up to 3 now for Atlanta.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Edwards dishes to Gobert. Back to Edwards. Pass to Gobert. And there's the call on Rudy Gobert. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
And so it's Atlanta with it. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. Young's shot is good. Well, Greg, we see it every year. Those overachieving teams in the NBA. What enables them to be greater than the sum of their parts?
Well, listen, luck can play a part, but confidence is a huge factor as well. If you walk into that gym every night believing you'll find a way to win, oftentimes you do.
Collins passes to Young. Fires for 3. The shot, no good. And Minnesota will come the other way. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. And Edwards with the stuff.
Flying high, Anthony Edwards, ladies and gents, cleared for takeoff.
Conley against Young. Collins, a screen on Conley. 6 on the shot clock. Young's shot is off.
In this first half, he is really falling in love with the three. So far, not paying dividends.
The Timberwolves secured a spot in the post.
Oh, did you see that?
Man, what a creative finisher. Edwards is so fast in how he gets up to throw it down.
Down low. Collins passes to Young. For 3, Murray. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Edwards against Hunter. Shoots the 3. And again, it's Anthony Edwards with the 3. Edwards got 12.
And we are seeing tonight why Edwards was selected first overall. Anthony has a special ability to score.
Collins. Capella trying to free himself up. Shot by Collins, no good. And so Gobert will bring it up for the Timberwolves. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. Here's Conley. Out to Edwards. Over to the left wing. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards.
You want unselfishness, but you also need to keep it under control.
And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. The Hawks trailing. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Okongwu with the screen for Bogdanovich. Stolen by McDaniels.
Got to run the clock and wait for the last shot.
Yes, you do, but it's a dilemma. If you get a great look earlier in the clock, do you take it?
No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Talented, driven. He puts constant pressure on your defense.
Bogdanovich passes to Okongwu. They need this. Anthony Edwards has been leading the charge for the Minnesota Timberwolves. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Scott.
All right, David, thank you. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
And so in the game for the Timberwolves, underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Conley in at the point guard position. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And it's a completely new lineup for Minnesota. Bogdanovich dishes to Okongwu. And here is Prince. Fires the 3. Rebound, Atlanta.
There was a mix-up defensively. Left him all alone. He just couldn't hit it.
Johnson sets the screen for Bogdanovich. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Bogdanovich has got his first 3 points of the game.
Talk about range. Bogey is showcasing how dangerous he is.
Here's Alexander Walker, defended by Griffin. Noel passes to Alexander Walker. Shot clock at 3. And he banks in the layup.
That's a good job getting inside by Alexander Walker. A high percentage look.
The Hawks trail by 4. You know, Smitty, last year, the Hawks' top 4 leading scorers were all 24 or younger. That is amazing.
It is, Kevin, and at the top of that list is Trae Young. He's a player Atlanta can build around. It's a matter of finding the pieces to put around Young to complement his game.
Prince outside, and Okongwu gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Here's Noel. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Anderson wide open. Nailed from three-point land. Anderson's got the lead up to 7 now for Minnesota.
He's used to being the catalyst. Kyle trying to become more of a threat, playing off the ball.
Okongwu with the screen for Bogdanovich. He had a nice open look right there. Bogdanovich has got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for Atlanta. Here's Noel. He is covered by Bogdanovich. Anderson, a screen on Bogdanovich. Prince in the corner. Just 5 to shoot. The fadeaway. Johnson with the rebound. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Atlanta Hawks. Releases. And with that shot, the Minnesota lead is cut down to just 2 points in the bucket from Griffin. Minnesota's gone 5 of 9 when they put up the 3-point shot tonight. Here's Noel. Prince in the corner. Anderson with the screen for Prince inside, and Reed has it in the corner. Here's Anderson, and they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation.
That's just being out of sync, and at the worst time, costly.
The Hawks have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Outside, Bogdanovich for the lead. Pass to Bay for the tie. Johnson, the pass to Okongwu. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Noel passes to Prince. Driving to the basket. That shot no good. So the Hawks will take it the other way. Outside, Bogdanovich. 35 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Out of bounds, Minnesota takes possession.
Off on the timing, or it may have been a miscommunication. Either way, turnover.
A new lineup here for the Timberwolves. Timeout. So the Timberwolves called their first timeout.
And the assets traded by the Wolves for Rudy Gobert surprised a lot of people. In essence, 5 first-round picks, 3 of them unprotected. They better hope this thing works out. A lot riding on it.
And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor.
Well, the Hawks have their centerpiece. Trae Young is that guy for them. But now they have to figure out how to surround him.
Let's hear it once again for your ATL dancers. Timeout, Minnesota. It's time for some skaters. Let's hear it once again for your ATL dancers.
Outside, Edwards. They need this one. It's good again, and the next one 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
You know why? Success breeds confidence, and he's certainly been successful from there, time and time again.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That's foul number 2 for him. Conley against Young. Hunter, no one around him. The basket good. Off the assist from Young. Young's got 5 assists in the game. Towns for 3. He can't get that one. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Timberwolves lead by 2. 2K Sports. Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action and score points. The Hawks trail it. On-court spots filled by Hunter and Collins. The guard pair, the talented Young and Murray. And it's Capella in at center. So that's the Hawks 5. Minnesota's gone 6 of 11 when they've taken the three-point shot tonight. Very respectable. Gobert with a screen for Edwards. He takes it in, and he jams it right over Clint Capella. Wow.
The D can't let Edwards get in the lane. Outstanding at using that burst of speed on the drive.
Capella with a screen on Conley. And here's Young from the arc. Another miss by Young.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
A 3-ball. And Michael Conley good for 3. Conley's got the lead up to 7 now for the Timberwolves.
And this is something Conley's worked on since entering the league, his ability to stretch the floor.
Out to the right wing. Outside Collins. Towns with the steal. Outside Edwards. The tray. Towns with it. Guarded by Hunter. Right wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The shot by McDaniels. No good.
He liked to have that one back. That's easy money.
And he commits the intentional foul. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Young against Conley. 5 to shoot. 3-pointer. Young's shot is off. Timberwolves leading by 7. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Edwards looking it over. Out of bounds, Atlanta will take possession. Atlanta's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Capella sets a screen for Young. Lets it go from deep. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
That's just strength right there. Capella taking it and working through it all.
Minnesota's gotten off 12 shots from beyond the arc tonight, hitting 7 of them. Towns kicks to Edwards. It's number 9 to fall. He's only taken 10 shots.
And don't let Edwards' position fool you. Anthony is built like a linebacker. That upper body strength helps him down low. And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
You know, we're seeing players move further and further back to create space, but that does make it a tougher shot.
Gobert, the screen. Here's Conley. Doesn't go that time. And Atlanta will come the other way. Collins setting the pick for Young. Passes it to Capella. Back to Young. He kicks to Capella. The basket good. Off the assist from Young. Capella's got 4 points now in the quarter.
A proven veteran, Capella doesn't get nervous about taking big-time shots for his squad.
Conley with it. Banked in off the glass. And the Timberwolves lead by 7.
Well, this is where Conley operates best naturally. In the paint, creating for others or himself.
Murray right side. Back to Young. Stolen by Michael Conley. .58 seconds left in the fourth. Count that one. And now a 9-point Timberwolves lead. And an important part of every team's game. A look at the hustle stats for Minnesota.
Their defense, it's their defense. It has been downright incredible so far. Being disruptive and coming up with steals left and right.
And not just that, they're also forcing turnovers at a high rate and taking advantage in transition.
And that's an intentional foul.
10 seconds. Team foul.
32 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now here's Conley. Just 5 on the clock. Feeds it to Gobert. Good work defensively by Capella. Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. They trail by 6. We've got 13 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. They're behind by 6. We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What do you think, guys?
They need a quick basket here.
Not only do they need a bucket, they need a 3 just to give them any chance at all.
We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one.
You want your bigs playing big. Rips it down in traffic.
A shot by McDaniels, no good. And so Minnesota takes the win. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group.
All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up. Now.
Here we go.
And the Trailblazers start out with the ball. So the opening lineup for the Timberwolves. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the point. And Grant gets it to go.
Very good awareness from Grant. Just the ability to catch and shoot. So important to his growth.
And you talk about a basketball family. Jeremy Grant's father was a pro. His uncle, his brothers. I mean, plenty of competition growing up.
Now here's Conley. Towns for 3. Sends it home from 3-point land.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Lillard can't get it to go. And even though Jeremy grew up around the game, you know, success wasn't handed to him, Grant.
Not at all. I mean, he was a second-round pick out of Syracuse. And he's really had to prove himself as an NBA player. He has truly come a long way. Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
And it's Simons missing.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
Minnesota's gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. And that's going to be a turnover. They call him for the 8 seconds. Lillard into the lane. Oh, rejected by McDaniels. Shoots a fadeaway. Lillard can't get it to go. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone by. Conley against Simons. Conley passes to Gobert. The double clutch. Nurkic with some nice D.
When you need to double clutch to get the shot off, you know the probability is low.
There's Simons with a 3. Hits the trifecta.
He just brings a great feel for the game at the offensive end.
Lillard against Conley. Towns a screen on Lillard. Puts it up from 12. Clock at 6. With the 7-footer. Double team on Towns. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
Well, just tremendous persistence from Karl Anthony Towns. Even under duress, the ability to stay focused.
And year in and year out, there's one thing we know for certain about the Blazers. They've got some of the best fans in the NBA. Getting up and then throwing it down.
Oh, that was a big hammer right there. Right side Conley. Fires from deep. And another 3 from Minnesota. How about the fan base in Portland? They're passionate and they really understand the game.
That's so true, BA. I mean, even in lean years, they come out to support their club. And when they're on top, all of Rip City gets caught up in the buzz. Portland's a great basketball town.
Now here's Lillard. Here's Simons driving to the basket and slapped it home and a foul. A chance at another point at the line. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
And in trading for Rudy Gobert, the Timberwolves taking a Twin Towers approach with 2 7-footers in their front court. Of course, the outstanding shooting of Karl Anthony Towns means that spacing shouldn't be much of a concern.
Pass to Towns. Now Gobert. Rebounded by Nurkic. Grant outside.
Blocking foul called on.
And the Blazers had been a mainstay of the playoffs for so long, up until last year.
Yeah, BA, they ended an 8-year streak by missing the playoffs. The franchise has had a lot of sustained success. They missed the playoffs just 15 times in their 50-plus years.
Well, the Timberwolves struck gold by getting the #1 pick in the 2015 and 2020 NBA draft.
You are so right, BA. Selecting Karl Anthony Towns and Anthony Edwards, respectively. 2 important players that have already had a tremendous impact on this team.
And it's Simon.
Oh, big finish! Oh, did you see that? He's shaking the hoop. He's actually shaking the whole building.
Oh, what a slam. Look here, the fans going crazy right now. McDaniels And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. That's on Anthony Simons.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
And so he hits both. For Portland, they've gone 5 of 9 from the floor. Nurkic, a screen on Conley. Pass to Nurkic. Here's Grant. And here's Simons outside. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. Minnesota's gone 3 of 3 from outside and looking sharp here in the first. Towns on a screen. Here's Edwards. Now Gobert. The kick out to Conley.
Trailblazers foul. Damian Lillard. First personal foul. Second.
That one's off.
Boy, young talents like Anthony Edwards, so exciting to watch. You know, you've got to adapt to the NBA and continue to grow and reach your potential. But there's this infectious joy and a great smile that he plays with.
And that one's good.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
Thibault against Edwards. Pass to Gobert. Conley up top. Now here's Edwards. No good from outside. Timeout called. Portland.
For a t-shirt toss, who wants one? It's dance time in Portland. These are your Blazer dancers. That was awesome, fans. Join me in thanking your Blazer dancers.
And stolen by Edwards. Anthony Simons has been leading the charge for the Portland Trailblazers. He put together 10 points in the quarter.
Fans, have a big round of applause for your Trailblazers youth dance team.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Trailblazers.
They've done a great job establishing an inside presence. Now that'll open up more options offensively throughout the remainder of the game.
And the other thing I love, how they're making the extra pass. They're not settling for the first shot. They're going from good to great.
On the court for Minnesota. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the point. 2 on the clock. Back to Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
That's a case where Rudy Gobert is outworking the defense, keeping the play alive, and finishing strong.
Well, a big trade over the summer, bringing Rudy Gobert to the Wolves. And it's a bit of a fresh start for Gobert, a main star of this team that is loaded with talent, but needed that defensive angle. Put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
McDaniels inside. He's covered by Simons. And there's a defensive 3-second call. Well, Norris, Commissioner Silver has acknowledged that the style of play in today's game may have an added impact on players' bodies. How so, you think?
I think, Brian, it's not only style of play, it's the nature of an NBA schedule. You're talking 82 games over the course of several months strung together. It's going to challenge anybody physically and mentally. The wonderful part of today's science is we can have a greater understanding of that and when to rest and when to play.
Simons passes to Nurkic. Simons with it. Launches it. He drops it from range. Simons got 13. It's been neck and neck this entire first half.
Yeah, 8 lead changes so far. These clubs are looking evenly matched.
Conley against Grant. Conley passes to Edwards. Towns a screen on Thibault. And Edwards, here we go. They get it back. Here's Towns. Misses from short range. Portland leading. Deflects the pass. And stolen by Gobert. Boy, left it right in the sweet spot with the lob. Nicely done.
Well, Anthony Edwards plays with joy, and you love to see him get his teammates involved. Pretty pass.
To the paint. Here's Grant. Oh, Grant throws it down.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. And And Minnesota calls time here.
Coach no doubt wants to use this timeout to review the matchups and maybe make some adjustments as well.
And the guys get a little bit of a break, mentally, physically, just recharge here quickly.
It's party time, Portland. Here are your Blazers breakers.
Eubanks, he's checked in for Portland. Lillard comes in for Simons.
Breaked up again by the Blazers breaker dance crew.
Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. Conley against Lillard. Conley passes to Towns, and it's powered home by Towns.
That's a message by Karl Anthony Towns. Throws it down with authority.
Inside, here's Eubanks. Ooh, great D that time from Gobert. Ooh, it's stolen away. Grant finds Lillard. Back to Grant. It's tipped. Towns with the ball. Picked up by Grant. And Minnesota calls time here.
It's a tornado t-shirt. Who's looking for some new swag? That was awesome, fans. Join me in thanking your Blazers.
Gobert with a screen on Thibault. Here's Edwards. And he drives in. And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, Anthony Edwards thinks this game is a dunk contest. Go ahead, young sir. What a finish.
Grant with a screen on McDaniels. The three. Here's Lillard. Thibault passes to Lillard. Down low. Here's Grant. Oh, Grant throws it down.
A floor general like Lillard won't miss that assist. He easily spots the wide open shooter and connects.
Picked by Gobert. For three, Conley drains the triple. Conley's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Minnesota's gone 4 of 5 from outside the arc in this one. There's 48 seconds left to play in the half. From deep three-point range, and the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
Timeout called, Portland.
Let's hear it again for your Blazers youth dance team.
Portland has gone 3 of 5 from the perimeter in this game. Grant with a screen on McDaniels. For three, here's Lillard. He buries it from three. Lillard's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Edwards. Right wing, back to Conley. Towns, a screen on Lillard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Conley finds Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative.
No debate there. He got hammered.
McDaniels, first personal foul.
First one falls for him.
A guy that's been overlooked at nearly every level. I admire Lillard's ability to use outside noise as fuel to his fire.
This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. The T-Wolves on top. They
31. The Timberwolves, 35.
We've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. We've seen Mike Conley really having a great game.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense. That's how he likes it.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
Lillard and Sharp are the guards. Drew Eubanks out there with Jeremy Grant. And it's Thibault in at the small forward position. That's the group starting the second half for Chauncey Billups. Edwards for three. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
The work that Anthony Edwards is putting in as a shooter is there. That range shot so important. Nice three-point look right there.
Grant with a screen on McDaniels. Lillard against McDaniels. No luck on that one. Good work defensively by Towns. Outside McDaniels. Pass to Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Boy, defense has no answer for Anthony Edwards' athleticism. What a dunk.
And Towns' three-pointer is elite. But some don't think centers should float around beyond the arc. What's the balance there, you think, Grant?
Well, I mean, first of all, it just shows how the game has evolved with big guys shooting like him. The bottom line, just play with aggression and don't settle. That triple is a weapon. You also got to use your size and skill inside just as often.
For the Trailblazers, Nurkic has checked in for Eubanks, and Simon has subbed in for Sharp. Minnesota in the lead. Here's Alexander Walker. Simons with a rebound. Portland has gone 4 of 6 from three-point range thus far. Pass to Lillard. And the dunk by Lillard.
Oh, a terrific athlete. I love when Lillard uses his vertical to hammer it down.
Here's Alexander Walker. Grant brings a double. Kicks it out to Anderson. Simons with a steal. Lillard fires away from way outside. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
They've been aggressive during this run, but they've also played under control.
I think the communication on offense is working at every level right now. What a run for this group.
And Minnesota calls time here. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Reddish is checked in. Minnesota has got 6 of 7 threes to fall. They're looking solid out there.
Timberwolves ball starts the second.
Here's Noel, defended by Lillard.
Blazer D.
Reed, a screen on Lillard. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
And the defense gets bailed out by the miss. He usually converts that.
Simons outside. Outside Reddish. Reddish, a screen on Reed. And they take the lead. Simons has got 16 points. These teams just keep trading the lead.
Yeah, you wonder what it's going to take for someone to pull away.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Matisse Thybulle. That's his first foul of the game. And the Timberwolves going with a whole new group out there.
Substitution on the court.
Lillard against Conley. Pass to Edwards. Now Gobert. Baseline jumper right on the money. 6 points for him.
Boy, you love to see Rudy Gobert expand that face-up game. Nice touch there in the mid-range.
Outside Reddish. The three is up. Yes. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got 4 assists in the game.
And both teams playing with a little more urgency in this half.
They are getting after it hard. It has become a real battle out there.
And that one's good from Conley.
Mike Conley starting to percolate a little bit here. Look out, defenders.
Lillard against McDaniels. And the dunk by Lillard.
A savage reverse jam. That takes great body control.
No question. He was making a statement right there, man. From deep, Conley. It's hauled in by Reddish. And it's the Trailblazers' ball. They're on a 16-4 run. Thybulle. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 5 rebounds tonight. They double him with Simons. Conley against Lillard. Conley passes to Gobert. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup. Gobert's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, if you want to pinpoint one thing about Mike Conley, it's his feel for the game. That's a pretty pass.
And here's Simons outside. And again, it's Portland with a 3.
Their guards have carried the offensive load. With the way they perform, they've got the green light to shoot whenever there's an opening.
Here's Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Rise up and flush it, big man. If he wanted to, he could have ripped the rim off the backboard on that one.
It's off his leg. And the ref saying he kicked it. McDaniels against Lillard. Pass to Nurkic. And here's Simons outside. That one falls. 8 of 10 and scoring with confidence.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
There's 6 seconds left in the third quarter here. Lillard passes to Simons. Anthony Simons has been leading the charge for the Portland Trail Blazers. What a game from deep. And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the fourth in what is still anybody's ball game. Portland leading on the court for Minnesota. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and 5. And it's Conley in at the 1.
Not just a score. Lillard knows it's his responsibility as the point guard to involve his teammates.
Edwards against Thibault. Outside Edwards. 6 on the shot clock. And Edwards slams it in.
And that strength and concentration from Anthony Edwards. Yes, there's contact. Doesn't bother him.
And Lillard, here we go. Ooh, Gobert with a steal. Fires the 3. Edwards, great positioning on the putback.
You gotta love how he stuck with the play. Nice work.
We've played just over a minute here in the fourth. Simons passes to Grant. There's the drive. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Trailblazers lead by 5.
Well, how about the opportunistic Jeremy Grant taking it strong on the drive? Love it.
Outside Edwards. Gobert on the high post. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
This has been the story of the game, a battle fought on offense.
And it is a major disadvantage down the stretch if you can't guard. This may just come down to who has the ball last.
Oh, the moment Lillard crosses half court, you better pick him up. A scorer with unlimited range.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Matisse Thybulle. That's foul number 2 for him.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Knocked loose. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. And here's Edwards outside. He can't hit that time. Now the Trailblazers will take it the other way. Now here's Lillard. Simons outside. Edwards with it. Thybulle picks him up. Edwards against Thybulle. Kept alive by Minnesota. Towns. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way. Let's get a quick check of the scoring breakdown here for the Trailblazers.
What a performance for Beyond the Arc in this game. They stuck to their guns, and it's paid off all game.
Well, I also noticed, guys, how much they moved the ball in this one. Selfless, willing to pass the ball to a teammate with a better look.
It's Dame time. Whenever this team needs a big shot, he knows how to get one.
Conley passes to Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
How about the calm demeanor of Towns? Well made for pressure situations.
2 minutes.
Lillard outside.
2 minutes.
From deep. Grant the pass to Lillard. And the dunk by Lillard.
You expect big numbers from Lillard on offense. His productive habits always seem to pay off.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here. It's Edwards on the wing, covered by Thibault. Simons, left side, takes the three. And again, it's Portland with a three.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Well, when it's closing time, he's trying to lock the door. He's been going all night.
Thibault with it. He's picked up by Edwards. Out to Lillard. And here's McDaniels. Edwards for three. Rebounded by Nurkic. Now Lillard. There's 53 seconds left to play in the fourth. Outside for Grant. Back to Lillard. 6 to shoot. Kept alive. Goes up and lays it in. Nice and easy. And it's a 10-point Trailblazer lead.
With very little left on the clock, they've got a comfortable lead, and the fans are loving it.
Well, they're getting ready to celebrate, no doubt. They know it's theirs to lose at this point. Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. For three, here's Lillard. Simons passes to Thibault. Back to Simons. And the basket is good. Simons got 31 points.
Showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
For three, here's Lillard. Off on that one. So no problem for Portland as they get the win. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy to be playing at home.
Alongside Brent Berry and Greg. And the Trailblazers start out with the ball. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. The guard pair, the talented Young and Murray. On-court spots filled by Hunter and Collins. And it's Capella in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Back to Nurkic, takes the three. Good, and Grant hits the assist.
And Grant with a nice heads-up play, willing to make the next pass.
And sometimes a trade is exactly what a player needs. And that was the case with Yusuf Nurkic.
Back in 2017, you remember, it was Jokic, Nurkic, back and forth. They were getting limited playing time, and then finally there was a trade that allowed Nurkic to get from Denver to Portland, and he's kind of doubled up everything in terms of its production since then.
And I love the way he uses his size there to make sure he gets that board.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And we see Portland revamping on the fly. A lot of changes, but it's not a rebuild. This new look roster hoping to keep the Blazers relevant while also giving them a greater upside long term.
Here's Lillard, and Damian Lillard throws it down hard.
Another reminder that Damian Lillard can be explosive, and we love it.
Now, here is Young, defended by Thibault. Launches a three. Murray against Lillard. Murray kicks to Capella. Shot clock at 5. Count that bucket.
I like it when Capella looks to score like this, especially when he's got that kind of positioning.
Simons, the pass to Thibault. Off target with his three. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Well, I was able to speak with Quinn Snyder just before the game. One point he made to his players was, they're going to try to attack us where we live. Right at home, in the paint, at the rim. We have to be ready to contest shots, play physical, and match their intensity. Guys, we will all find out together how this plays out.
Thank you, David. Simons finds Lillard. Nurkic setting the pick for Lillard. And here's Nurkic. Portland again missing.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Collins setting the pick for Young. That three off the mark. Trailblazers have gone 2 of 6 in the field. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Lillard attacking, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
And Lillard just has the quicks right there. If you give him any space, he's going to get in that gap.
Lobbed up there for Collins. Nurkic with the steal. Simons with the ball. Now guarded by Murray. Nurkic the pass to Simons. Fader on the way. Hunter grabs the miss.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Murray, and it's Murray with the jam.
Yeah, you could tell Hunter knew he was open, did not hesitate to find him.
And Lillard kicks to Simons. Nurkic a screen on Young. Rebounded by Capella.
I know it's about defending the post and the three-point line these days, but still got to be active in the mid-range area, and the defense gets away with one there.
And that corner three isn't a huge part of Young's game, but his accuracy can make it work.
And the first time out of the game called here for the Trailblazers.
Here are your Blazers Breaker Dance Crew. How about your Blazers Breaker Dance Crew, everyone? Get up.
We've got 123 left here in the first quarter. Grant with a screen on Hunter. Three-pointer, Lillard. And he's good on the three ball. Lillard's got 7 points in the game.
Oh, an appearance here by Logo Lillard. That's a deep three.
Young up top, defended by Thibault. Young dishes to Collins. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. And here's Lillard. He brings it up for the Portland Trailblazers. It's a 5-point game. And the pass to Simons. Nobody near Nurkic. And the Trailblazers, another three.
Well, the team set up Nurkic so well there. He had plenty of space. Calm and collecting.
And Young, here we go. Score the basket. His fourth. He's only missed one of his 5 shots tonight.
Now, that play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
Pass to Simons. Driving in, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
Tough to slow down the momentum that Simons has here. Just powered through on the drive.
Collins setting the pick for Young. Rebound by Nurkic.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Lillard the pass to Thibault with 4 seconds on the clock. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
This is his first free throw of the game. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. Trae Young, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Hawks. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. We'll get right back to the action when...
Stand your Trailblazers Youth Dance Team. It's dance time.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And when you consider how Atlanta is doing, your thoughts?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they did a great job. Just the initial thrust of that attack as soon as they got the ball, constantly in transition.
Nurkic the pivot with Grant at the other post spot. At lead guard, it's Lillard with Simons by his side. And it's Thibault in its small forward. That's the group on the floor for Portland. You know, Greg, you played on some gritty teams, and we hear that expression, getting punched in the mouth. And it's not usually literal, but what's that look like on the floor? What's it feel like on the court?
Kevin, you're just out hustling and out muscling the team. At times you'll see it. They kind of checked out mentally. And I'll tell you what, it is one of the best feelings in sport.
And Lillard kicks to Nurkic. Hunter against Simon. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession.
Blazers ball.
And we've played through the first minute here in the second. Lillard outside. Grant outside. A fader. And Damian Lillard, good for the three. Lillard's got 10.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
6 changes of the lead here.
Yeah, both teams still kind of feeling their way through this game.
Murray with it. Lillard picks him up. It's tipped. And as it goes out of bounds, Atlanta able to keep the ball here.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
And it's Murray with the jam.
Well, Capella at that size really has no issues spotting the open man.
Back to Thibault. Deflects the pass and stolen by Hunter. And it's Hunter with the jam.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
Execution with pace. That's a bad turnover that simply was telegraphed.
Nurkic dishes to Lillard. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
You know, not many guys can change pace on the dribble the way Lillard does it. Just phenomenal.
Greg, you take a look at Nurkic. He is at his best going against big-name center.
Nurkic is the kind of player who rises to a challenge, can be a bit inconsistent in what he gives you, but he loves the challenge of going up against the best.
Here's Lillard, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
Yeah, not something you want to do. You let Lillard drive all the way to the rack, and he will throw it down.
Young looking around. Capella, and there it is for him.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And one thing I love about Clint Capella, he is a guy who plays to his strengths, especially with how he attacks the backdoor.
I think on both sides of the floor, Greg, he understands the value of just getting possession of the ball. So get a defensive rebound, help start the break. Get an offensive rebound, pick up some scrap points. Those things add up over time.
Back to Lillard. It's stolen by Capella. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Collins passes to Young. Little turnaround. Again, the Hawks good for 2.
Trae Young, one of those guys who you feel is capable of going off at any moment. One of the league's elite scorers.
Out to the right wing. Three-pointer, Lillard. And the Trailblazers, another 3.
Love his shot selection. Good at taking quality shots. Whether he's defended or open, he knows how to knock those down.
Young with no one around. Knocks down the 3-ball. Young's got a couple of 3-pointers in the second for the Hawks.
You hit a 3 on Young, you can expect him to come right back at you.
Simon's on the wing. Uses both hands to slam it down.
And how about the role reversal there? I mean, slamming it down right in the face of the big fella.
And it's Hunter with the jam.
Trae Young continuing to read and scan the floor, and that time finds an open teammate.
Lillard scanning the floor. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
I love the unselfishness, and you know coaches do as well.
Well, not just coach, but you can see it in the teammates, the way that they look at him. They appreciate it when he shares the ball like that.
No one covering. And now it's an 8-point Hawks lead.
All about getting into a rhythm as a shooter. And Trae Young finds his. He's pretty fine at taking those shots.
Drills the 3-pointer. Lillard's got 23.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Trae Young, he's feeling it tonight, and has been the drive. Thanks, David. And we'll be...
And let's hear it for the Hawks.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. It's been one outstanding game from Trae Young.
You know, I don't think he'll
Trae Young not afraid to make passes like that. Great vision.
To the middle. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Really heads up there. A play where you locate the best open pass and then you get it there for an easy bucket.
Outside Collins. Back to Young, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Grant. Sharps checked in for Anthony Simon. Johnson with a screen on Lillard. Bogdanovich wide open. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Bogdanovich has got the lead up to 8 now for the Hawks. Lillard, the pass to Sharp. And Bogdanovich picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Grant sets a screen for Lillard. And another three for Portland.
And he's just living out beyond the arc right now. What a weapon to have on the floor.
Seems to be taking it on his shoulders aggressively to shrink this lead. They really needed those points.
And Griffin stays with it. Griffin's got his first 2 points.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip-in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. Now, here's Thibault. He's defended by Bay.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over.
Dance time in Portland. Here are your Blazer dancers.
For the Trailblazers, Reddish, he's checked in for Grant. Little comes in for Matisse Thybulle, and it's Johnson in for Lillard.
And catch and release, not just about fishing. Sadiq Bey last season with the 4th most catch-and-shoot triples made in the NBA.
Griffin, no one around him, connects from three-point range. And now a 10-point Hawks lead.
And that's a nice pass from Bey, willing to do whatever he can to help his team.
And Reddish with the slam.
Forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown. Bogdanovich passes to Johnson. Okongwu kicks to Bey. Just 5 to shoot. Okongwu with the screen for Bey. Out of bounds, Portland takes possession. Ray, you were talking about how Bey is always in motion. He's always working so well off the ball, isn't he?
He is, Kevin. One of the league leaders in ground covered over the course of the season. And with all his minutes played, you know he's in tip-top shape.
Johnson, the pass to Reddish. Back to Johnson. He dishes it to Reddish. There's the three. Pass to Sharp. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to go on Onyeka Okongwu. The Trailblazers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. And the second free throw, good. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the 3rd here. Bogdanovich against Johnson.
2 minutes.
Bogdanovich looking around. And he drives in, and he finishes nicely on the layup. Bogdanovich has got 5.
When Bogdanovich drives, it's for a reason. He's made a good decision to knife inside.
Sharp. And it's sent back by Okongwu. Passes to Johnson. That falls. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. Johnson's got the lead up to 11 now for the Hawks. The pass to Sharp. Three-pointer. Portland no good that time either. For Atlanta, they've gone 7 of 9 from the field to start this second half. Some tremendous shooting from them. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Grant, he's checked in for Cameron Reddish. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Nasir Little. Simons, he's checked in for Sharp. And Lillard subbed in for Johnson.
Well, he's an accurate shooter and has some great confidence. Bogdanovich with the beauty.
And stolen by Bay. And here's Bogdanovich for three. The shot, no good. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. Three-pointer, Lillard. And it's Griffin with the rebound. The Hawks leading by 13. Now here's Bay. Pass to Griffin. We've got 33 seconds left to play here in the third. Grant with the ball. Now guarded by Bogdanovich.
I love the hustle on the break. Simons just determined to see that play end with a positive result.
Atlanta's gone 6 of 10 from three-point range, up over 50% for the ball game. Outside Griffin. And Griffin slams it in.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead. What a jam!
Wow. Fans loving that right there.
What a jam!
Nurkic getting more and more comfortable at finding the open men on this team.
And so it's Atlanta holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They're playing a bruising game inside. And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Trailblazers trail by 11. At lead guard, it's Lillard with Simons by his side. Nurkic the pivot with Grant at the other post spot. And it's Thybulle in at the 3 spot. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Here's Collins. And oh, he just jams it right over Jeremy Grant. Wow!
Yeah, the way you keep plays alive is with some effort, and John Collins giving it to you.
The Hawks leading by 13. Kicks to Hunter. And that one drops. And it's 8 points for DeAndre Hunter.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Young outside, beyond the arc. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Nurkic has got his 5th rebound in this one. Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. Here's Simons. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal foul.
Simons is not going to back down offensively. He just plays with aggressiveness. He's a guy you have a hard time not fouling.
And Simons drops them both.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
And here's Young from the arc. Portland grabs the miss. Nurkic has got his 6th rebound on the night. And then Lillard slams it in.
Always an appreciation for Lillard and his build, just how rugged he is, along with that fearlessness.
Murray, and it's Murray with the jam.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
Grant finds Lillard. No good on the 3.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Young, no good. And so Lillard will bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers, trailing by 10. Fades away. Simons, the pass to Thybulle. The 3-pointer, no good. The Hawks have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the 4th. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Thybulle. And Lillard kicks to Simons. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got 3 assists now in this one.
And Anthony believing in himself that time. Just 0 hesitation on that jam.
On its way from Young for 2. Here's Murray. Uses the glass that time, and it's good.
And won't find many more games as entertaining as this one.
No, this is about as high octane a game as you're going to find.
Lillard dishes to Nurkic. Back to Lillard. Fades. Hands it from downtown. Lillard's got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for Portland.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Yeah, this is not the team that we saw in the first quarter right now. Way more confident out there, and the cohesion of the team is impressive.
You can just see the passion and love with which he plays the game. You see how he prepares, the work ethic, the way he interacts with his teammates.
Well, you got to find ways to keep feeding Anthony Simons. Right now, this guy is on fire.
Murray way outside. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots.
And it's crucial, but Simons takes that responsibility and gets it done.
Young for three. They grab their own miss. A second chance effort, and it's Murray laying it in. Murray's got 8 here in the quarter.
You don't want to ever give up points on the boards. That's the lesson for the team there. That's a hustle play to save points.
The Hawks leading by 7. For 3. Here's Capella. And Grant sends it back.
Grant's got some verts. I mean, it's all out there, especially effective on getting to the shooters and making an impact.
That one off the back iron and out. There's 42 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Fast break, the Hawks takes a 3. Again, the miss by Murray. Here's Capella, and he uses the glass on the layup. And the Hawks lead by 9.
And that work was done early as Capella just fought for his position down low.
Lillard with the bucket.
And he wants the ball at the end of the games. You can see why Lillard's stepping up again to the challenge.
Collins. And he just jams it right over Jeremy Grant. Wow.
Now, some of the dunks Collins can pull off are just awesome.
Here's Simon. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And Simon's saying, bring it on. I got this and more.
And stolen by Thibault. And finished off by Nurkic.
In a game this close, this late, that kind of D is clutch.
It is. And then, Greg, to go in for the flush, that could be a backbreaker.
Well, we'll see how the other side responds here. They have to come up big.
And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
And final quarter. It's 6-man time left.
It's the first, and that will put them up by 2.
It's just so interesting. There was a lot of talk and bravado and confidence about Trae Young and talking about the things that he was going to do in this league. He's doing it.
Now a timeout called by Portland. They're trailing by 2. 3 seconds left in the game. What's your take, guys?
And with a couple seconds still on the clock, I'm trying to get the ball in as close to the basket as possible. That way, if you miss a quick one,